Good morning and welcome back. Okay, project FoXDaWG day 6. This is going to be a little bit more fabrication on this, and I thank you so much for the amazing response after the last one. I really wanted to get into the fabrication quick, fast, and I'm loving every minute. Now, I left you last time with this. This was the front piece, the plug, the blank that I've made to make this fairing from. And in the last couple of days, thinking about it, something about it just ain't working right. I even found myself coming into the garage late at night, standing back looking at it. What is it? What's wrong? What isn't hanging right? Well, quite simply, it's because the very front piece needs to be upright. That's what I feel. And then from here, the top needs to lay down. Now, you're not going to be able to see that yet, but basically to come up and then back is what any fairing would do, not to come straight up. I don't think that would look right. So a little rethink today. I'm going to first of all dig the hole in the front so that I've got a point of reference to start from and where to hold it and where to offer it up. And then from that point, wherever it is with the light there, then I can start putting the pie slices in and curving this back. So this top peak piece lays back in the front there and sits just in front of these clamps, not over the top. I don't think that's right. I think it needs to be a little bit smaller down in front. The whole thing, this whole thing needs to be small, dinky, tiny, and really, really compact. And I think that's the only way to do it. So today, first thing, we're going to stick the front upright instead and put sides in later on and then underneath and so on. But for today, first, dig a hole in the front where the light's going to peek through. Let's get into it. Right, here's a little nugget for you. Call it a simple skills if you like. A half round file, the old venerable half round. A great tool to use for making a perfect circle in sheet metal. Use the disc, cut it out roughly, and whatever it is, 45 minutes, and I've more or less got that bang on. Now there's a couple of little bits that are just slightly flat and still need a bit more curving out, obviously being careful not to overfile and end up going into material I want to keep. The easiest way to do that and get a nice curve exactly every time with the half round, don't file that way. If you file straight on 90 degrees to the job, you're going to get dents in that surface or in that curve that are that shape. That's not what you want. If you take the file and you rotate it at an angle, you're then presenting the teeth to the piece of sheet metal in a diagonal path. So the surface that you're cutting is taking a diagonal path across the file, which is far shallower. Therefore, you can file a really shallow curve with a regular half round file, like that. And that way, you'll always get a perfect curve without trying to make it draw filing. Draw filing is great, but it's never going to be as smooth as actually using the curve of the file at the right angle. There you go, little tip for you. Ain't hard, is it? Okay, there we are, that's got the hole cut. That gives me an anchor point from which to stand it upright there. Now I need to start bringing it back by curving it. Time for pie slice. slice by slice. Let's go. Right, there we go, day 6, done and dusted, and here we are so far. Absolutely made up with that. That is superb. There's a little bit more to do on the shape yet still, a little bit more hammer and dolly on this side just to bring symmetry into that curve. A little bit of a crease on that, whereas that's smooth. That's just a case of fine tuning, no problem at all. Can't grind this back anymore because it will get too thin. I'm going to put a little frame on the inside of it where it's all stitched on the inside. Just a little thickening up inside with some wire just to make it a little bit stronger. It's a Harley Davidson, they vibrate, so that I don't want it cracking in the time in future. So that will make it a nice, solid, chunky, robust piece of bodywork to last forever. A little bit of sides in here, some sheet metal, just to bring that side in straight, so it kind of follows the line of the forks up the side here, to just finish it off, make it look right. And I may have to trim this back just a little bit so the clutch cable's got clearance, because obviously I don't want that bearing on there. And I have got to put just a little bit of a collar around the inside, because that bare sheet metal won't do it. It needs a nice collar, and that will sit just inside there with the lens, probably about 1 inch in. But anyway, that's all for the future. This has been 8 hours today, a long session, but look at that. That's what I've achieved in effectively 2 days. Love that to bits. Really enjoy it. And that, as I've said so many times, at the risk of repeating myself, sheet metal fabrication is my absolute favourite pastime. The more you do it, the better at it you get. The other things you can do, I want to get an English wheel in the future. I can't afford a power hammer or the place to put one, and I don't really need it, but an English wheel for sure. That would have given me the ability to roll that and to get it absolutely smooth and perfect, and maybe even be able to just polish it rather than use filler. So that's just for the future. That's how I'm hoping to progress as we roll over 100,000 subscribers, probably by the end of this month, and then into a new era for 2019. But there we are, that's it. I've chatted on enough. That's been day 6. Thank you for watching. Ride safe, take it easy. See you next time.